Mary, love. Do it, baby.
Mary Jane. Mary Jane.
I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my main thing. She makes me feel alright. She makes my heart sing. And when I'm feeling low, she comes as no surprise. Turns me on with her love. Takes me to paradise. Do you love Mary Jane? Oh yeah, y'all. That's Rick James with Mary Jane. Starting out the smoke session 612. Got a little tongue tied, sorry. With your man Big Ed in the show with me tonight. I got my cousin Bobby down there. Go ahead and say what's up to the folks, Bob.
What's good, peoples? What's good?
Got my guy Squirrel Boogie. Don't know if he's at the camera or not.
What up, Dow?
And then my brother Joe, he'll be back in just a second.
What up, Dow?
What up, Squirrel? What's going on, man?
What's going on? All good, baby. It's all good. I learned something today, man.
What's that?
I'm learning something. I learned something actually within the last 10 minutes. I learned something.
What's that?
That if I pour my beer in a little glass like this, I drink them a whole lot faster. I don't understand why, but just because I got this little bit, it's making it like I just knock it down, and next thing you know, I need another one. You know,
Hey, check it out. I
just learned.
bought a glass. Wife, she bought a set of glasses for a wedding, right? One's a wine glass, one's a beer glass. The beer glass holds this whole 16-ounce beer. But for some reason,
Okay.
when I drink it out of that glass, it lasts maybe 10 seconds. I drink it out the can, and it lasts me about 10, 15, 20 minutes.
I think it's because the hole is. What the hell is doing?
I don't know. What the hell? Look like he's cleaning
cooking, my brother.
Yeah, I know it's cleaning some dentures.
He's cleaning somebody's
All right.
But yeah,
Oh no.
I'm gonna say something before we start. Before we get into the show tonight, man. Thank you for your show last night. You know, the family appreciates that. You know, they
For sure, baby. For sure.
you know, you one of us,
No
man.
doubt.
You an honorary Timberlake.
I'm a Wilson. Let's be clear.
I said honorary.
All right. I'll take that. I'm gonna run with that.
So,
I'm gonna run with that.
but yeah, since you did a funk show last night, you know, I felt that we had, in remembrance of my auntie, I think we had to keep it going. So I got some funk.
No, I'm always down for fun. Okay. All right. You got something lined up? You ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start with this one though.
Okay. Bring it. Woo! Feel it right
That was Zach with More Bounce to the Ounce.
That was dope. That was how they came out the gate. That was the first song, man. People don't know that. Shit, that was it. They came out the gate strong.
Man,
That is still a killer.
they came out strong and funky.
Funky as hell. Funky as hell. Yeah, man. I got some. When it comes to the funk, though, I can go like real deep with shit that's like not really songs you would know, but you know, the Funketeers know it, or you know, I go deep with the funk. So, you know, I don't know how deep you want to go. So I'm gonna keep it a little surface for now. I ain't gonna start off too deep. But I'm gonna keep it a little surface at the onset. So I'm gonna do one real quick, and then we can go into you know, our opening segments, because we still got to do the dumbass of the day. We got to do the Ask Old School, you know, before we really get into this, right? So I'm gonna get one off the hip real quick that you might not consider a funk band, but they had like a few, you know, 2 or 3 songs that was funky as hell. Everybody living in Davidson area over there. Their name was Al Hudson in One Way. And this was their song called Cutie Pie.
You're the reason why I love you so. I don't want you to go. You're the girl who makes me feel so good. Cutie pie, you brighten my day. It's impossible for me to stay away. Hey, come on, going around. Want you to know how much I love you so. Lately, hey, come on, going around. Want you to see how much you mean to me. You're the girl who makes me feel so good.
Hey, makes me feel so good. Yo, that was Al Hudson in One Way, Cutie Pie. They had a few funky ass joints, man. I remember I hosted a doing before them and Alicia Myers, and I was really looking forward to seeing One Way because they had them funky those 2 or 3 funky jams, but they only played that one. And Alicia Myers came out there and blew them motherfuckers off the stage. I was embarrassed for them. I was embarrassed for them. Came out, I want to thank you, Heavenly Father, for shining your light on me. Man, she blew them niggas off the stage, too. I was like, damn, she blew y'all the fuck up.
Man,
I was surprised.
That was the
I was
shit.
embarrassed for her. Yeah, she
Yeah.
kicked their ass. She kicked their ass. Because she had a few more hits that I didn't even know was her. Yeah, she kicked their ass. And see, you know what the difference was too? She came on and didn't do nothing but the hits. They came on doing album cuts that the songs they liked that wasn't
Right.
really hits. And you can't,
Right.
you know, the hits gonna win every time. And in concert, the hits are gonna win. When the crowd can sing along, they know your shit. They go.
Right.
That's when they win. I mean, I've seen it several times. Houdini, I saw Houdini opening up. They brought Houdini to open up for somebody, some group that was hot at the time. Motherfuckers ain't had no hits like Houdini. They thinking we got some old niggas. We're gonna let them old niggas come in while they cheap. They rolling around in towns. We can get them on the cheap and have them open up. Shit, Houdini came up there with all them fucking hits and blew them niggas off the stage. Y'all stand a chance. Y'all stand a chance. I mean, this was when Houdini was old school, so Houdini got hits.
Right.
Them niggas can do a verses. Y'all got 2 hits. Y'all can't fuck with Houdini. Yeah, they got embarrassed. They got embarrassed. They was like, "No, kick them niggas off the tour," because they turned this bitch out. So yeah, that's how it goes, man.
So and we can use that to segue right into our first segment, the dumbass
Okay.
of the day.
Da-da-da.
But my dumbass of the day today has to be the Chicago Bears organization.
Oh, really now?
Yeah. They've they let go of Kyle Fuller, their best corner,
Mm-hmm.
to save some cap space.
Yeah.
And they picked up somebody who should actually be playing either free safety or strong safety at this point in his career. They picked
Okay.
up Desmond Trufant.
Oh, good deal. Good deal. Good move.
Nah. He's washed up as a corner.
He's on his last legs, man.
At this point in his career, he should be transitioning over to safety. So after he's done at safety, he can transition to the pasture.
Damn. There.
Should already be in transition to the pasture. Desmond Trufant been around for a minute, man.
So, but then not only did they do that, they
What else they do? What they do?
They're allowing Akeem Hicks, their best defensive lineman, to seek.
Okay. Oh, really?
And then they picked up Andy Dalton.
Oh! I've been waiting for that. I've been waiting to talk to you about that one. The man, the motherfucking red rifle, baby. The red rifle, they got him. That is the best shit ever. That is the best shit that happened to me all year. Was the Bears picking up Andy Dalton.
Man. I know you being a 49ers fan, I know you was hoping that they was going to trade for Russell Wilson.
Ooh. No.
But you know what? They did make an effort to trade for Russell Wilson.
I wanted them to get Andy. I I wanted them to kill Andy. They got my boy. They got my boy Andy. That was the best shit I've seen this year. I've been waiting. I've been waiting. I've been waiting.
So yeah, the Bears are on the list for dumbass of the day today.
They have just won free agency with that pickup. They
No, they won dumbass of the day. That's what they won. They didn't win free agency.
oh my God.
If you think about it, the Red Rifle, man.
My bad,
he's a
y'all.
game manager
I had to go
just
get my
like
fat
Kirk
man on.
Cousins, like me and Kevin
It's all
Jones.
good,
Man.
bro.
They're game
And I got
managers.
some cake.
As long as they got the pieces around, it's okay. As long as they got the right pieces around them. As
Talking
long as
about
they got the
Dolphin?
right pieces around them, they should.
Yeah.
They should
Yeah.
be able to
Yeah.
at least,
See, Joe thinks that was a good idea.
you know.
It was a good idea. All they need,
Yeah.
now all they need is a line. All they need to
Yeah,
work
that
on
was
is their
great.
line.
Yeah. Andy
He's a
Dalton
game
is a
manager.
stud.
Yeah.
He's a stud.
He's a Trent
He
Dilfer.
He's a game manager.
He is an absolute stud.
He's a Trent Dilfer.
Doesn't
Andy
he have a
Dalton
Super
is
Bowl?
no. He
Our
doesn't even have a playoff.
Our defense is not. No, he's talking about Trent Dilfer. Our defense ain't as good as the Baltimore Ravens.
Andy Dalton has won
One playoff. No playoff game.
0. He played as many playoff games as I have. So they should have just picked me up. Yeah.
So go ahead. Y'all can
Week 10
I like it.
of the NFL season. First thing we're going
I
to
love
hear
it.
is how Andy Dalton is playing for the Bears. Every single podcast after.
I can't
And then we're
wait
going to be like,
hear
I
that.
told you, bro. Oh, I knew all along. I knew all along.
I can't wait to hear that.
Andy Dalton is just as good as Jay Cutler.
Damn,
Whoa.
Yeah, I know, right?
Andy Dalton's actually driven to win.
Wait.
Jay Cutler was
No,
there for a
better
check.
on that one. Andy Dalton.
Jay
Better.
Cutler was only there because
Is
Brandon
better.
Marshall was there.
I can't.
You,
No,
everybody should-
Brandon Marshall was only there because Jay Cutler was there.
Yeah.
Where did Andy
you're right.
Dalton come from,
Now,
y'all?
I need to write this down. Week 10, we want to talk about how Andy Dalton is playing. I want to have that conversation week 10. I want to do that. I look forward to that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that I can tell you, I knew it all along.
Mhm.
He's trash.
Hey, believe me, I knew he was trash. I was pissed when they picked him up.
You know what?
He-
I hate to break the news for you guys. As much as I am, and Lord knows, and Ed, you know, Big Ed, I am a 49er fan to the bone. So I say this not as a fan of anybody, any single team. I'm speaking of teams I'm not a fan of.
Mhm.
But I think it is official that Chicago has the worst quarterback in the NFC North.
Yeah.
Boom.
Maybe if
Boom.
they keep Nick Foles in.
No. Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton is the worst quarterback in the NFC North. He is the worst quarterback in the NFC North.
Yep.
He is the only quarterback in the NFC North.
Yeah.
Y'all just mean, man.
Get a nigga.
He had a
Get a
chance.
nigga.
Get
Yeah,
that man a
yeah.
chance.
Oh, no, wait.
Get that man a chance.
Has Jared Goff
Get a nigga
won a championship?
Jared Goff has been to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Okay. I couldn't remember.
This year, like 3 years ago.
Yep.
3 years ago.
I'm nervous to see how that works out for Lions because that's a system that he could play very well in.
I think I've been kind of, because I'm forced to, because I'm here, forced to pay attention to what they're doing. I think this new general manager they have is actually doing something I've never seen a general manager do in Detroit, and I think it might, in the long run, be a good thing. He is totally and completely dismantling the bullshit that's been going on here for 150,000 years, and starting from scratch. Let's get rid of everybody that's trying to make money right now and just bring in a whole fresh new crew and try this shit all over again. Start from scratch. Y'all been sorry, so ain't no sense in sparing anybody, right? Ain't no sense in saying all we need is the next step. No, motherfuckers, you need to start at the floor and take the first step before you. If we ain't in the middle of the steps, y'all the fucking bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? So let's just bottom out. Let's just get rid of everything. Start from scratch. We may have to sacrifice it. I don't think they might not even go 8-8 this year, but they got rid of everybody who had a payday coming, and now we can start from scratch with some fresh blood, move up, get some picks. They being smart with free agency. They ain't trying to make a splash. They ain't trying to do nothing big, no big names, but they getting decent players that don't cost a lot. Decent players that's cheap. They got good draft picks. Go ahead, go hard on draft and see where this goes. So I'm curious to see how this is going to play out for Detroit. This is actually the most intrigued I've been about the Lions franchise and probably forever, because I'm curious because it's being done so different than I've ever seen it done before here. And I think they got a chance to do something in a couple years, but I just wish they would have got Andy Dalton.
Man.
Said by nobody ever. Anyway,
Look, as a Vikings fan, I am very happy that the Bears got Andy Dalton.
I got another team that's also on my dumbass of the day list.
Okay.
The Seattle Seahawks.
What they do?
They got off.
They gave up
3 first-round picks.
They gave up a bunch of picks.
They got offered 3 first-round picks, 2 third-round picks, and 2 defensive starters for Russell Wilson.
For Russell.
And they said, "Kiss ass, we keep Russell."
They said, "No, you guys go ahead and get Andy Dalton."
There you go. There you go. There you go. That's a smart move.
No,
I don't think that
That's
was
a
a
smart
good
move.
idea to put him in that system. I don't think
There's a good
Russell will work. He won't flourish in that system.
what do you mean? The Bears have an offensive system where they need a mobile quarterback.
They had that at Trubisky, and they didn't use it very well.
He believes that. I don't believe that.
Hold on.
We had this
They
discussion
didn't
before.
use
I don't know why he thinks that. I don't know why he believes that. I don't see it either. I don't see that. You see something in the Bears that don't exist.
I don't know. I watched 8 games towards the end of the season last year when they put Trubisky back in, and they were moving him outside of the pocket. And
Yeah, they're giving them the Kirk Cousins treatment. Oh, would you say that works?
yeah, Kirk Cousins treatment.
Play action rollout is not what they did with.
It wasn't only play action rollout. It was also it was also option plays. It ran a hell of a lot of option plays with Trubisky.
Yeah, that's something they did differently, other than the fact that they used Kirk Cousins' playbook and so many play action rollouts.
No, that ain't what happened.
So
Don't quit fucking with your team.
fuck them
We're
Bears.
gonna go ahead and drop some more of these funk songs.
As a Bears hater, I love this move.
I'm gonna see if you know this.
ready? We're on our way. Won't stop till we reach the top. No, we ain't never gonna stop. Down to LA. It's the hardest thing that ever flown. The hardest thing that ever flown. You got to fuck with the touch. Are you ready? Fuck with the touch. You got to fuck with the touch. Are you ready?
Oh, wait, we got ourselves another one. No complaining, just champagne. Cause the only time you wear a tuxedo is when it's time to party. You don't need to flex, it's just the TUX.
We're on our way. Won't stop till we reach the top. We won't stop. Down to LA. It's the hardest thing that ever flown. The hardest thing
You know, that's the hottest thing that ever drank.
Are you ready? Fuck with the touch. You got to fuck with the touch. Are you ready? Fuck with the tuxedo. Let's have some fun. That girl's that booty fun. It's number one. Fuck with the tuxedo. Let's have some fun. That girl's that booty fun. It's number one.
That was Tuxedo with Fuck with the Tux. So, Squirrel need a break. Well, we're going to play a couple more songs until he get back. Let me see.
I'm back, man.
Oh, okay.
I'm back. I've been drinking a lot of beer, and it passes through me.
Yeah. Yeah, I know how that one goes.
So I had to go pay the water bill, as they say.
Hey,
You can call it.
Latoya used to get pissed off, baby, when I used to say that.
Yeah, I gotta go pay. I had to go pay the water bill. I had to go drink my lizard. Had to go drink my lizard.
But yeah,
So yeah, I never heard that. I didn't know what that was. Cool though. I dug that. That was kind of fun.
that was Tuxedo with Fucks with the Tux.
Okay, I like that. That was cool. That was dope. That was dope. So before we go into Ask Old School, I got something I do want to talk about, man.
Okay.
I mean, I wanted to do a What Up Though show this week because What Up Though show is where I get to talk about this kind of shit. And I really am. I feel some kind of way about this Deshaun Watson situation that's going on.
Okay.
The timing of it for me feels and smells like I want out of Houston. No matter what the fuck y'all say, I want out. Come on, let's give it a shot. At least give the coach a chance. Have a conversation. All right, I sit down, have a conversation. I want out. Fuck y'all. I want out. Now all of a sudden he's a bad guy, wanting girls to oil up his asshole, and so now we got 12 lawsuits on you. All of a sudden. He's been a model citizen. He's been perfect. He's been all good. And now all of a sudden, now he went out of town. And now y'all want to put his name in the dirt and drag his name through the mud. And hopefully that makes nobody want you. Now what you going to do? And, I really, really, really am disappointed that that's how this thing is playing out, because I totally and completely believe this is the Houston organization creating this fucking mess that he's now forced to deal with. But what teams have backed off, though. He's narrowed his choices down to two teams. He said, I only want to go to Denver or San Francisco. Now, is it kind of interesting and ironic he wants to go to San Francisco while he likes getting his asshole oiled? I don't know. but that ain't the point. The point is, I think it's fucked up that they play in this kind of ball. They play dirty ball. You got him under contract. You want to play dirty ball, just stand pat and say, fuck it. We're not going to trade you and make him sit on his ass for 4 years. You can do that. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. But don't sit here and dirty up the man's name. I think that's fucked up, and that's some dirty pool. And there's no way in hell that he should be Houston ever again. Now he's gone from being a person that Houston loved, and he loves Houston, to one that probably hates their ass right now, and that's fucked up, and that's their fault. That's their own fucking fault. But when J.J. Watt wanted out, it was all good, no problem. You're out. You can roll. You know, and that says a lot about their ownership, and they some racist motherfuckers, and I hate them, and I hate that this is happening to this young man because he's got a lot of talent, and he's very bright, he's very classy, and this is real fucked up that they're putting him through this, and I hope it backs. I can't wait for it to backfire in their fucking face. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard now to get some brothers to get some brothers to go to Houston. When you need some free agents, if you draft somebody that's, you know, niggas out of college, motherfuckers out of college ain't got shit, okay, I'm happy to go there with the money. But as soon as it's time to go, I'm out. And you trying to bring somebody in, hey, we just want to pay you, and we just get Russell Wilson. No, fuck y'all. Nobody wants to go there now. Nobody's gonna want to go there for a long time. For a long time, because y'all pulled this bullshit. You're pulling this bullshit now, and it's fucked up, man. It really is, and I hope he can get past this with flying colors. And I digress, but I had to get that shit off my chest. I really did. It's been fucking with me for weeks, for days rather, all week long. That's been fucking with me, and it really, really bothers the shit out of me.
Yeah, it's been fucking with me too, especially when that bitch Gloria Allred got on TV the other day. You know it's
I don't watch television, so you got to tell me. I don't watch TV, so you got to tell me what you mean.
Gloria Allred put the lady out there for a press conference. Had the lady all on the screen crying and shit. You know how she usually does. It's just
no, I don't watch TV. I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who Gloria Allred is?
No, when you gotta be specific. I don't watch television. I don't know these people. I don't watch TV. I don't. I only cut on TV to maybe watch a sporting event, or or a movie. I don't watch like network television. I don't do that.
Okay. Gloria Allred is the lady that she's an attorney, a high-priced, high-powered attorney who only deals with sexual assault cases with stars and shit. I mean, this is all she lives for, and she puts victims out there on TV every time. Every time something like this happens, she puts one of the alleged victims. Exactly, alleged victims. She puts them on TV, and it has them go through a press conference. And what she does is she turns the court of public opinion against the person before they even get a chance to say anything.
You know what? That's fine. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about the public opinion. Quite frankly, all I care about is the well-being of this young man. That's it.
But
I just want him to beat this shit, and I want him to even if he doesn't beat it, he's not like, it's not a criminal case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he can still play in the NFL. As long as the team, they're just trying to make teams back off, is what they're trying to do. Now nobody wants you. You want to play for Houston now?
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, it is fucked up.
So,
but if it comes out that he was asking these bitches to grease up his asshole, then what?
Then San Francisco would really be the place for him.
Hey, but remember, if he goes to Denver, he can smoke weed too.
Exactly. Yes, indeed. That is very true.
Yeah.
And that's why and it's puzzling a lot of people. Like, why Denver? We get to San Francisco, but Denver?
Hey, maybe he likes to go skiing all year round.
Maybe he liked to smoke weed.
That too.
Maybe he just wants to start his own grill.
I've heard a statistic that over 85% of the players do smoke.
Yeah, that's not a secret though. I think
During
that
off season, sobriety isn't their thing during the off season.
yeah, I believe that wholeheartedly. I don't believe that. I believe that's always been a stat that was true.
For some reason,
They just say it now because they don't test for it anymore.
For some reason, sobriety doesn't apply to Aaron Rodgers during the season, though.
Oh damn, you gonna bring that up, aren't you? I don't think anyone disagrees that he was high as hell during that game. They doped him up, had him come back. He was laser focused because he ain't got nothing to do in his own head at that point. It's not working. So it's got that pinpoint accuracy. I was like, how the hell did he get the ball through 8 people's hands to get it into one guy's? That's why he was doped up.
And then he come on the camera after the game. Aaron, what was the problem with your leg? Or no, what seems to be the injury? my leg. That was the funniest interview I've ever seen.
His
Maybe he
eyes
needs
all
somebody to
glazed
grease-
over.
Maybe he needs somebody to grease up his asshole.
I don't know, but he was sure greased up against the Bears that night.
Shit. Yo, so anyway, man, this is going to be interesting how that plays out. But you know what? I think it's time to ask old school.
Just can't stay. I can't stay. Can't
Yo, so that is the sound that says it is time to ask old school. Anybody have a question for?
I got a question for old school. This is the smoke session, right?
This is the smoke session. That was an easy one. Next question.
This question: why does somebody always got to steal my goddamn lighter?
Because it wasn't yours to begin with.
I'm like,
May I add into that answer, please? Whatever lighter you have is automatically a public lighter.
my goddamn son done stole my lighter and took it upstairs.
Yeah. They're trying to tell you something. You've had enough. Next question.
I thought Bobby said he had a question for old school.
Oh shit. Bobby said no. Bobby said no.
No.
Bobby said no. I thought Bobby had a question. I was going to say, oh, this is going to be a good one. I thought this was going to be a good one.
No, before we came on the air, I was talking shit because made reference to Ask the Old School. And I was like, yeah, I'm fuck with him and be like, man, why that motherfucker so old, man?
The motherfucker's so old. Actually, I can answer that question. The motherfucker is so old because somebody somewhere wanted him to keep living because he had chances. He has taken a lot of chances and had a lot of opportunities to not get so old. But somebody somewhere wanted him to keep going and saved his ass and got him here today because he had put himself in some extremely compromising positions when he was young school. And some way, somehow, he survived young school and even was even worse in middle school. And he made it some way, somehow, because somebody was looking out for him to old school. That's how it happened. That's why. That's all I got.
That was a good
That's
answer.
all I got.
That was a good answer. 'Cause, hey, we all in that same boat right there.
I ain't hit my 40s. I'm still almost young.
Yeah. You're still young, motherfucker. I don't know what you're talking about. Almost.
Look, this year I will be old enough to become president. That's not going to happen, but I will be old enough.
Oh, just hitting 35.
Uh-huh.
That seemed like ages ago.
It did. It was ages ago.
Man,
It was.
man, I look.
Well, if I was 35, well, you don't know how many times I look at these girls I work with today and say, well, I wish I was 35. If I was 35 right now, wearing them drawers out, I'd be coming to work with her panties on my head. I ain't lying. That's, you don't understand. Y'all don't understand. But now, I can't do it. All I can do is sit back there and act like I don't notice. Oh, while they walking down the way doing my song. Them titties. Them titties. So I just pretend I don't see it. I have to because I'm not 35. If I was 35, I would be saying, hey, let me see them. Show me your titties. Rick James.
Rick James, bitch. Show me your titties.
Show me the titties. Wish I had more hands so I can get them titties 4 thumbs down.
Ooh. Oh man. Rest in peace.
but no.
Hey, you know, I actually got to go see Charlie live.
Did you? Okay. I like Charlie, but I never saw him live. I saw Eddie, of course, live. But never.
What was it? It was called the Comedy Get Down.
Mm-hmm.
It was D.L. Hewley, George Lopez, Eddie Griffin, Cedric the Entertainer, and Charlie Murphy.
Okay, I knew most of them. I worked with DL before when I used to do stand up. I worked with DL, so I know DL. I know Eddie Griffin too.
Oh man,
A couple of little cats, man.
Mm-hmm.
That was my boy. That was my boy Kool-Aid. My boy Kool-Aid. Rest in peace, Kool-Aid. That was his favorite too. So yeah, that was his favorite. Kool-Aid used to love him from Eddie Griffin, man. Kool-Aid was the kind of guy that we could go into a crowded theater and he would we would be standing in the back and he would be so loud that you can hear him on the stage. The whole crowd laughing at this. Who the fuck was that? That was Kool-Aid. The rest of the Kool-Aid, I missed that nigga. I missed that brother, man. That was my homie. A very, very talented comedian Kool-Aid, man. Very talented guy. He was best friends with what's the dude? Living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you. Living my best life. Okay. What was that? Lil Duval. Lil Duval. Him and Lil Duval were real tight. They were real tight. So if you were when he passed away, Lil Duval dedicated. I want to say, you know what? Since we're there, I got to give a shout to Lil Duval, man, because Lil Duval did something that was extremely special. I didn't know they were that close because I had left and went to Houston, and I didn't know that him and Duval had gotten to be that close. And he had been touring with Duval and stuff, and they really, really, really were like extra close. But Lil Duval did something for Kool-Aid that I had to. I mean, I have absolute utmost respect for, man, because Duval made it. He was doing his thing. He was making a lot of money, and Kool-Aid had cancer, and we all knew Kool-Aid had cancer. So he got with Kool-Aid and made a bucket list for Kool-Aid, and he went out of his way to try to execute all of Kool-Aid's bucket list. And when Kool-Aid passed away, he had videotaped all of the times that Kool-Aid got to do something from his bucket list. And he just every day posted a new video of Kool-Aid getting to see and, bring to fruition something from his bucket list. And it was just the coolest thing. He got to walk on Cowboy Field, because he was a Cowboy fan. He got to walk on the Dallas Cowboys football field. And it was eerie. It was so cool because the kind of stuff, though, his reaction, being that posthumous, that we saw it. You know what I'm saying? We saw it after he had passed. His reactions were just like crazy because he walked out on the Cowboy field and he was like, "How I feel, man?" And he was like, "Man, this is heaven. I'm in heaven, y'all. I'm in heaven." And it was like, wow, this dude is really gone, though. You know what I'm saying? So it was like real deep, and it was we got to shoot a gun, and they were funny together because Lil Duval is like a little evil, mean guy, and Kool-Aid is like a big, silly, fun, fun-loving guy. So they were always coming at him, and he was always trying to. It was just so they were just so funny together, man. Those videos were priceless. I swear I couldn't stay off Duval's page, it was really a blessing to see Kool-Aid see so many things that he had never done in his life and get to do them because of Lil Duval's success. And I give nothing but respect to Lil Duval, man, forever. And I mean, here's the trip out part. The night Kool-Aid passed, that morning, Duval was performing in Detroit that night. Damn. He had went to see Kool-Aid shortly before he passed away. And then he go to do the show that night and found out shortly before the show that Kool-Aid had passed. So he had to do a concert that night here. His song was banging. The Living My Best Life song was hot. And he was doing this concert and Kool-Aid had just passed. So he was like, fighting through that emotion during his show. And man, it was
last week.
Shit. Yeah, absolutely. Just like us last week. So that was
you wanna know what?
Yeah, man, that was awesome.
Part the time running. It was canceled this time too.
Yeah, got my dad too, man. Here's another irony. The last time I spoke with Kool-Aid, he was talking about doing free comedy shows for cancer patients. And we were online talking about it. I was trying to help him find a venue here so he could do that. He was going to do an annual event called the Survivor Series. And it was going to be for cancer survivors where they do a free, where, cancer survivors can come to the show for free. And they do a free comedy show for cancer survivors. And we talked about, I had recently, my dad at this time we talked was fighting cancer. And so we were talking about it there. And then, 3 months after we spoke, my dad passed. 4 months after my dad passed, he passed. They passed in the same year. So, 4 months apart. It was, man, that was, hey, I didn't mean to go down that. I didn't know I was about to go down that rabbit hole. But,
it's all good. But let us all
is
take
what it
a
is.
moment to say, fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer, baby. And there's no more questions. I want to thank y'all for joining me on Ask Old School.
Shots can't stay. I can't stay. Can't stay.
And that was Ask Old School.
Yeah. That's what that was, man.
So, but let's go ahead and jump back into this.
Who we jumping into?
This funk.
Somebody give me a hand with this phone. I've been holding it all day long. Walk around with it, trying to find the right party for this song. Just gotta get fired up so I can see where this ain't going. As we all decide, we gotta have a good time. Gotta double up on the fun. Somebody give me a hand with this phone. I've been carrying it all day long. I gotta get up when it hits me, so you can tell if I'm a ride song. Somebody give me a hand with this phone.
Oh, give me a hand.
I've been holding it. Give me a hand with this phone.
Give me a hand with this.
Killing that bass.
Somebody give me a hand with this phone. I've been holding it all day long. Walking around with it, trying to find the right part for this song. Gotta get fired up so I can see where this ain't going. As we on the side, we gotta have a good time. Trying to double up on the fun. Somebody give me a hand with this phone. I've been carrying it all day long. Gotta get up when it hits me. You can tell if I'm a ride song. Somebody give me a hand with this phone.
I can't do it all on my own.
I've been holding it. Give me a hand with this phone.
That was the Pimps of Joy Time.
Bro, that was funky as
I
hell.
told you
That was
I gotta
funky
play
as
this for
hell.
you tonight.
Yeah, that was all right there. I dug that. I really like that one. That was real funky. So I'm gonna go to some, since it seems like you are getting deep. You are going deep with some shit that, running the mill funk shit. So I'm gonna go a little deep with one that's a concert classic for the Funkadelic. Is such a concert classic that they actually did this one live. It's called Cosmic Slop. It was the title track to the album Cosmic Slop. There's a couple different versions of this. This is what they did in concert, though.
Sister and 3 young brothers, we seen it hard, we seen it kind of rough. But always with a smile, she was sure to try to hide the fact from us that life was really tough. I can hear my mother call, I can hear my mother call. And at night I hear a call, on the Lord I hear a call. She said, for the father, it's for the kid, and everything I do. Please don't judge me too strong. Lord knows I live no wrong. Lord knows I live no wrong. And the devil say, would you like to dance with me? We're doing the cosmic slop. Would you like to dance with me? We're doing the cosmic slop. Would you like to dance with me? We're doing the cosmic slop. She was holding on to the ghettos, kids were coming, then they go. The neighbors were talking, calling Jezebel. But always with a smile, she was sure that she was catching hell. Hey, hear my mother call. I can hear my mother call. Late at night I hear a call. On the Lord I hear a call. She says, my father's for kids. And then everything I did, please don't judge me too strong. Lord knows I made no wrong.
Lord knows I've been no wrong. Hear my mother call. There's a famous part on that on the live version when they really do this live, where it actually starts off going, "Space people, universal love." Man, I tell you, this song is so. When you see them do this song live, it changes the way you hear this song. I ain't lying. Prince got a lot of songs like that too. When you see him live, there's a lot of songs by Prince. Once you see him perform live, it changes the way that you hear that song. This is one of those songs for Parliament. When you see them play it live, it changes the way you hear it. Because it's totally they totally annihilate that bitch.
That's what they're supposed to do live.
I like it, man. But you know, there's some songs that they change the way you hear it though. Like Knee Deep, they play Knee Deep, you like it because it's Knee Deep. When they play this, you like this song because you saw them play it live. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. Right. Some songs you like live because the way it sounded on the record, and some songs you like on the record because the way it sounded live. That's you know, that when you fucking with a real band, with a real group. Oh, I see a cat in the background, Joe.
Yeah, it scared me at first because I looked in. I was like, "Is that a demonic force behind me?"
Hey,
So
y'all got Snowball number 3 now too.
Kiki.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's been Kim's cat since before she met me.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the white one I saw earlier.
Oh no, that who's it? Pika.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, ain't no cat coming up close to Snowball.
When
these cats start meowing because they're hungry, I'm like, I'm not your mom. I ain't feeding you.
But it just looked like Snowball number 3.
Yeah.
Cats are totally underrated. I ain't gonna lie.
See, I'm not a cat guy.
I don't really like cats.
I'm a dog guy, but cats are totally underrated. I ain't gonna front. They are totally and completely
my
underrated.
Keep telling me to get a cat. I don't know why.
Cats are underrated.
For me, it's hard because Snowball, the cat we had, that cat was like, all of the cats just act prissy and like they're the most wonderful thing ever. Snowball was a thug.
Yeah, Snowball was gangster.
Like this cat would go over across the street, scratch up the pit bull, and get the Rottweiler and get the Rottweiler in check. If the Rottweiler gets off his chain and chases a Snowball over to our yard, our pit bull goes after the Rottweiler because our pit bull is Snowball's personal bitch.
DOG.
He really was.
Yeah.
Gotta kick a dog's ass. A cat will kick a dog's ass quite as hell.
Speaking of that, I saw a video earlier today on Facebook. The dog went up and snatched the kid. The cat come running out of nowhere. Shoulder tackle.
And kicked his ass.
Shoulder tackle the motherfucking dog. It was like,
yeah, he did. I saw that shit. He kicked his ass. Cat can kick a dog's ass, but they too fast, dog. They fast as lightning. But what they like to do is strike and run. I'm going to beat your ass with a takeoff.
Oh, no, this cat chased the dog down the street.
No, this cat kicked his ass. Yeah, this cat kicked his ass. That dog took off. The dog ran. Yeah. I saw that. I saw that. Kicked his ass. Yeah, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. What you got, Joe? What you got over there, man?
This is what the cat said.
What the cat say?
We did just came to have a good time. Fill my cup. Y'all got me funked up. Y'all got me funked up.
Can't hold that dog. You got me funked up.
You come and raising hell, but you can keep that to yourself. I smiled and you frown. I build love up, you break it down. Why you got to come here, spreading your neck, got to fight, poisoning the party. You should just be alive. We've all got our problems, can we set those aside? So much going wrong, so we came to get right. We didn't come to fight, no. We just came to have a good time. Feel like
That was the Aqueducts. You got me funked up.
Yeah, joint goes hard.
Fire, man. That was fire, but I got some shit that's going to I'm not even going to waste any time. This is fire. And I would say this is absolutely, positively the most, and people might not even know it. It's so many, you can't even count it. This is the most sampled song of all. I guarantee if they were to do an absolute count, it wouldn't be close. This song has been sampled more than any song in the history of music. Anybody want to make a bet on that?
I'll take your word for it. Yep.
It's the Funky Drummer by James Brown, baby. Ain't it fun? Ain't it fun? Ain't it fun?
Ain't it funky? Ain't it funky? Ain't it funky? Ain't it funky? God. God. Ain't it funky? Ain't it funky? Ain't it funky? Ain't it funky?
I guess now you can tell why it's the most sampled. That's all it is. It's straight up. It's just the drummer. It's a sample.
Right.
Grab it anywhere and just sample it, and then just build a groove around it. Because all it is, it's a funky drummer. That's it.
You know, when
Yeah.
I actually learned to play that, but it was a little slower. Back when I was
Okay.
Junior in high school when I started
You
playing
told
the
me.
drums. But the music clinic that I went to was called a Natterwind Music Clinic in Beloit, Wisconsin. And they're more about the physiology of music. You know, how you position your body and, you know, all of that type of shit when you play. And that was actually one of the first things they had me learn how to play on the drums.
Dope. That is one of the dopest riffs and drums. I mean, when I tell you, I was surprised to find out George Michael's sampled this damn song.
Yep.
Everybody, the Madonna. I mean, this song has been sampled so much because it's just a drum track. You want to start with something funky and then build something funky on it. That's all you got to do right there. Just grab that beat and roll with it.
Yep.
That's all you had to do, and just build something on top of it.
But my next track.
Okay.
It's part of this Minneapolis sound, and it's by, let's say, the Prince of the Minneapolis sound.
Ah, shit. See, now you ain't playing fair.
Why, it's still funky?
That's my nigga. That's why. That's you know that's my nigga.
And I don't know. I love this song just for the musicology.
Ah, I love this song.
Funky. Heard about the party now, just east of Harlem. Dougie gon' be there, but you got to call him. Even the soldiers need a break sometime. Listen to the groove, y'all. Let it unwind your mind. No intoxication, let's just see what I see. Dancing hot and sweaty, right in front of me. Oh, call it what you like. I'ma call it how it be. This just another one of God's gift musicology. Got to keep the party moving, like I told you. Keep the old school joint for the true funk soldiers. Musicology. Yeah. Wait a minute, man. Wish I had a dollar for every time you say. Don't you miss the feeling music gave you back in the day? Let's groove September, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Pants by James, slides will take you higher. Minor keys and drums to make a rotate jam. Take your pick, turn the table, or a band. Oh, if it ain't Chuck D, Jam Master, they know what they losing. Cause we got a PhD in advanced body movement. Keep the body moving, just like I told you. Kick the old school joint for the true funk soldiers. Musicology. Alright. Hold it down, band. Get back. Move, get back. Touch my stereo. These are my records. Woo! That's Prince with musicality. I'm actually gonna go ahead and let that one roll. Musicology. Everybody get out! Old school joint for the true funk soldiers. Good going. Keep body moving. Keep. Don't stop dancing. Keep body moving. Trouble man, rider in bed, all the way to the crib. Body move, just like I told you, that's what I'm talking about. Keep the old school joints, musicology, for the true funk soldiers. Good going. All right, on the one, y'all. Don't you hear this old school joint? Don't you ever touch my stereo. Said I got good and plenty of what you need the most, and that
Hey,
time.
That was Prince for musicology.
you heard old school. You see, he gave me a shout out.
Yeah, that's our guy Prince. May he rest in peace. Our fellow North.
One of his more underrated joints right there. That whole CD. That is one of his more underrated CDs. A lot of his later stuff is very underrated. A lot of his later stuff was very underrated. He always had a couple of joints on his old school shit that was just like, God damn, this nigga's funky.
Man, I want to know what's taking Jay-Z so goddamn long.
I don't know.
I'm starting to get pissed.
There's two guys that just were, I got a lot of musical influences. Mm-hmm. Okay. If people listen to my style of music when I used to do music, and I kind of still do sometimes, my influences and my sound is so different. And I think that's what makes us all unique. Everybody as an artist is unique because of our influences. If you only have one, then you tend to sound like that one. But if you have multiple influences, it merges into its own little something. Right?
Yeah.
So you have multiple influences. That's when you fuse into something completely different. And my musical influences are kind of a wide range, and that's why my style is always very different. Still is. I would say Bob Marley is an influence for me.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Withers. This is a weird mix. It sounds like, but when you put it all together, you get Squirrel. You got musically. As far as when I do music, not when I just play music. When I do music, Bob Marley, Bill Withers, Run DMC, that guy you just played, and this guy right here.
Tether off, we gonna tether off the mother sucker. Tether off the sucker. Tether off, we gonna tether off the mother sucker. Tether off the sucker. Tether off, we gonna tether off the mother sucker. Tether off the sucker. Tether off, we gonna tether off the mother sucker. Tether off the sucker. Getting down. There's a whole lot of rhythm going around. You gotta feel that the thing going down, getting down. There's a whole lot of rhythm going around. How we, how we, you gotta have that funk. How we want the funk. Yeah, like the funk. How we need the funk. You gotta have that funk.
All right. Oh, we gotta have that funk. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it down. You know what? Because me, myself, and I can go crazy on that damn song right there. That is, we want the funk, man. There's really something that about that song that reminded me of a fact about Parliament in that era. And originally, here's an ask old school that you didn't ask. Hold up, let's do it like this. Here's an ask old school that you didn't ask. I had to pop it up there real quick while I say this. And ask old school that you didn't ask. Okay, so William Bootsy Collins, who I did get to meet, actually. I actually got to meet Bootsy Collins in person. That was very much a pleasure and a surprise because I didn't know it was him. You would not know him. He could walk right up to you. You would not know who he is. Because he always wore the glasses and the hat and all of that. And when you see him in person, he is so laid back. He wears jeans. He really dresses down, and you have no idea it's him. Straight up. I did not know it was him. Somebody had to tell me.
Right.
Anyway, it was when I met Public Enemy. We did a basketball game. Bootsy picked Public Enemy up from the airport. So that's why he was there.
Okay.
Right. And I met Bootsy, and it was just so much of a pleasure because I was a huge fan of Bootsy. So Bootsy was the bass player. He got his break into the music as the bass player for James Brown.
Okay.
And then he left from James Brown and he went to Parliament Funkadelic, right? He went to Parliament Funkadelic group. And when he was when he joined Parliament, what he brought from James Brown to Parliament was what he called the One. And if you ever watch Bootsy, he still talks about the One. When you talk to George Clinton about Bootsy, he said Bootsy came with that one shit. He came with that one shit. That was his thing. And what he meant by that was you accent the One, and then you just do some funky shit. You do whatever. And then you accent the One, and you do some funky shit. You do whatever. And that's why they went, we on the One. Okay. We want the funk. Gotta have that funk on the One. We need the funk. So they always accent the One real hard. And that's something that Bootsy brought to Parliament from James Brown. And I just thought that I'd throw that out there, man, because that song reminds me of him accenting the One. That was the biggest example of him accenting that One. The way Bootsy brought to the band. So I just want to throw that out there.
That actually became a funk staple for damn near every funk band after that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Keep it on the One, baby. Keep it on the One.
You know I'm the One, baby.
Jamming on the One. Jamming on the One. Where's that from? Y'all know that? You know that's from? Jamming on the One.
I've heard it before.
Jamming on the One.
I don't know.
Yeah. You heard it. That was when Stevie Wonder appeared on the Cosby Show, and he was sampling everybody. And Theo said, "Jamming on the One," and Stevie sampling, jamming on the One. All right. Okay.
Hey, you get to see the Coming to America yet?
Yes.
What'd you think of it?
I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Me too.
Personally, I enjoyed the fuck out of it. I had a good time. I had a good ass time watching that. I might watch it again. I had a good ass time watching that damn movie.
I watched it for the second time last night after I woke up.
Okay. I will probably watch it again tomorrow. I enjoyed the fuck out of it.
Yeah, it was funny as hell.
Yeah, my brother didn't get to see it, so I'm probably going to share it with him so he can get to see it. So I think he'll enjoy it too.
Right. So, but
what you got?
You know they're trying to make a number 3 for that, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Eddie already done said that they're already got plans for number 3 in the works.
That's good, man. I you know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
So
Do as many as you want, Eddie. Fuck, you old now, nigga.
just as long as it don't take them another 30 years to do it.
Get a nigga a chance.
It's sexual chocolate.
That's what Bobby said about Andy Dalton. You gonna give Andy Dalton a chance? Get that nigga a chance.
But yeah. Let's see. Since you brought up Bootsy,
Yeah, I love Bootsy.
it's the Boozilla, baby.
Oh,
Don't let it cry. Don't let that little girl cry.
Yeah, the devil knows them all. Bootzilla's here. The world's only rhinestone rock star dog animal. I wanna be your toy. I wanna play for you, boy. Yeah, the devil knows them all. Created by Papa Tech Incorporated. Make us a funky place to play with. What? Yep. So what the? Rockstar doll, baby. 14 karat. Good job. Walk away. Yeah, but never do them all. I'm equipped with stereo phonic phone producing disco inducing twin magnetic compression. Oh, I'm perfect for bumming, you see. Just wind me up. Put me on your credit charge, baby. And at no extra expense comes this remote control unit. Oh yeah, I'm programmable. One heck of a doll, baby mama. Bootzilla here. Made by the makers of funky things to play with. Trademark from the Tech Incorporated, mama. Pull my string, I'll dance, I'll sing, I'll play. Yeah, the devil knows the mama. Wind me up, wind me up. I'll dance and sing. Fall away. Let me be your superhero, baby. Rockstar doll, baby mama. Play for you now. Oh, they can't boogie. I'm a boogie woogie, baby. If you wanna see me boogie, all you gotta do is wind me up. Yeah, but never do the more. Play for you now. Bootzilla here. I'm a rhinestone rock star monster of a doll, baby mama. A doll for all seasons. A family doll, baby mama. But I have been known to get into personal relationships. Oh, when that? You got the. Bootsy Collins with Bootzilla. World that went 1970s DJ.
Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. You don't understand. So here's what's interesting. Hey, what's going on? So let me tell you something, bro. So this is what's interesting about me. I'm kind of an underdog fan, and then I become a fan of the big dog eventually, and that is what I eventually latch on to. Just like I told you before, The Time was actually my favorite band, and then eventually, when the time went away, I just became the biggest Prince fan in the world. Prince became my favorite artist. I used to like Bootsy more than Parliament. I was a Bootsy guy. Bootsy was my first concert. When this album came out, he had this cutout in his album, perforated pair of star glasses. You can perforate them out. I used to wear those to school.
Hey.
He was all about. I used to buy sunglasses and put rhinestones in them all over them because I was Bootsy out. So that was my first concert, Bootsy Collins at the Olympia Theater. Him and Ray Parker Jr. and Radio, actually.
Okay.
And yeah, I was a big Bootsy fan, and that was at that time that was my favorite song. At that time, I was Bootsy bananas, and I loved me some Bootsy, man.
Hey,
it changed that.
Talking about the Bootsy glasses. The only picture I have that I used to have of my mom and dad together was a picture of them at Murray's Steakhouse downtown. Or no, take that back. It wasn't Murray's. It was Moby Dick's in downtown Minneapolis. My dad had on a pair of the Bootsy sunglasses.
Bro, let me tell you, man. But I didn't even have the real ones. I had the fake ones, the ones you pop out the album cover. It was cardboard. He had some cardboard. It was made out the album cover. You could pop them out, and it was little stars, and you could put them. I used to literally wear them damn things to school because I was that damn Bootsy crazy. But you know who was dope in Bootsy's band? The dopest cat in Bootsy's band was what up, though?
What up, though, bro?
Again.
Not much. Just chilling.
The dopest cat in Bootsy's band was Mudbone. Mudbone was the guy that's the theme song to Ask Old School. I Can't Stay. So Mudbone is actually the person singing that, right?
OG Mudbone.
Yeah, Mudbone is the bad motherfucker, and I used to love Mudbone's glasses. But getting away from Bootsy just for a hot second, I want to go with steal something from the Hidden Jewels, because this is actually a song that's in my queue for Hidden Jewels that I didn't get to play on Friday night because the show ran a little. We hit a half hour a lot faster than I thought we would. But this one is from the One Nation Under a Groove album. It's an album cut. It wasn't one of their singles, but it was a concert song because they say something in this song that just is funky as hell. This song is called Charlie. It's from the Funkadelics album of One Nation Under a Groove.
Hold on.
All right, what am I holding on for?
Oh, I was just letting Junior know we're doing the all funk show tonight. That's pretty much all we've been doing. So just to let you know.
Let's welcome Junior to the show before we play that.
I was just gonna say, everybody that ain't watching, and plus I had one other thing to say. But everybody, welcome Brother Junior to the show.
Yo, what up, though?
Thank you.
This is the Smoke Session 612, but we have ran over and we are in the after set, but we still are recording. So,
of course we do this. Of course we are. And we ready for this? This song is called Charlie. It has a subtitle. It's called Charlie, but it has a subtitle. I won't say the subtitle because you will know what the subtitle is by the time I cut this song off, because the subtitle should be the name of the song. It's what you know the song for. My band used to play this. My man Tony Barton can kill this shit. Get ready to roll funk. Get ready to roll, bitch. Getting ready to roll funk. Getting ready to roll, bitch.
I was strung out on bop, and they told me what's my thing. I love jazz, I love rock, anything with the swing. But I ran into a friend who told me there was so much more. Find the boy that you missed. I made your back
We'd like to take you, Charlie.
You wanna take me? Well, if you play me just a little bit more, maybe I will. You know, right about that time, I started to analyze what they were trying to tell me. They said, come on, Charlie, we want to take you somewhere. I didn't know where they were trying to take me. Next thing I know, they were singing something like this.
Get ready to go.
What?
Get ready to go.
I said, what?
Get ready to go.
What in the world?
Get ready to go.
Get ready to go.
Get ready to go. Get ready to go. Get ready to go.
See, I love God. I love
Get ready to go. Get ready to go. Get ready to go. Get ready to go.
I would dance, I would sing, I would get up in my game. I would fly, but never too high, 'cause my phone inside the thing. Now that the door is open wide, all my phone just can't hide. The single left behind.
We'd like to take you, Charlie. Where you go?
The promise they would play it one more time. Just a bit. You know what's in my hands, what's in my feet. I got it all over me.
Get ready to go. 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 Get ready to go.
With a cigarette.
Watch this riff right here. Here you go. Here you go. Watch this. Woo!
That motherfucking bass was hit.
Come on, man. I'm sorry. I had to let that motherfucker play all the way. You see what that song did to me, man. I can't stop. We used to play that motherfucker, boy. Tony Martin used to kill that shit. Shout out to Tony Martin, guitar player, Rico, guitar player, my boy Elijah Sattler, the bass player, my boy David Lloyd, whose brother Overton Lloyd used to draw the Parliament album covers. David Lloyd, the keyboard player, man, my boy Yogi on the drums. Them the dopest, funkiest motherfuckers I know in person, and I just want to give them a whole big ass shout out. Even though they ain't watching, I don't give a fuck. I also want to shout out to our sound man and also a keyboard player, Mr. Mike Thorpe. He's also a beast out there, baby. So yo, that's my dogs right there, man. I miss them niggas. I ain't gonna front. I missed them, man. I ain't lying. I missed them niggas. We used to do some fucking shit. I'm gonna play some of my shit. I'm gonna play
man,
some
hey,
and trip
hey,
out.
hey, let me just say right now. When you look at your screen right now, when you look at the screen right now, I swear to God, all we needed to see was the record player. And we got a 1970s DJ right here in the house with us.
Yeah, I'm all in, nigga. I'm all in.
Jerry curling off.
Yeah, girl and all, nigga.
And you got the lights to go with the voice in the background.
He got the lights going on down there. Shit, we banging on this side. Y'all, we banging on the west side. Y'all.
I was gonna say,
Hey, y'all, I'm coming. I got my podcast equipment. I'm ready, and I'm coming.
Oh shit! The Squirrel Network is growing, baby.
Hey, baby.
The Squirrel Network is growing, baby. It's growing. It's growing. We about to blow.
That reminds me. Did you get that link that I sent you earlier?
No.
I did not. I was at work, man. Were you talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was at work. You was blowing me up. I was making videos for work. I was delivering the car, making the video, and I was trying to hit stop the video, and your shit was popping up, and I'm hitting your shit. Oh, goddamn!
Oh, sorry, man. My bad.
I was at work. I had to wait till I got home. I did not get the link though. I don't know where you sent. I was thinking, I'm gonna have to send this motherfucker my phone number so he can send me a text message. These goddamn Facebook messages getting on my fucking nerves because it's interrupting me.
Goddamn.
Interrupting my life.
But
Boucher.
Bobby Boucher, baby.
yes,
What's
sir.
up, Boucher?
By the way, Squirrel, that's actually Bobby's nickname.
Bobby
Boucher.
And
I know one thing.
what
I held
what
up
I
my
always
beer
say-
cans. I held up my beer cans, and it's time for me to make that run. So I'll be back.
Okay.
what I always y'all call me Bobby Boucher. I say my mama say I can't play no foosball.
My mama said I can't play no football, nigga. My nigga. The fuck you been up to, man? How you been?
All right, how about you, cuz?
Man, I'm living
What up?
lovely.
But hey, bro, if you didn't know, Squirrel last night, he does a show on Friday nights called Throwbacks and Hidden Jewels. Or
Yeah.
Hidden Jewels and Throwbacks. But last night he did a show dedicated to Auntie Joanne.
Oh, I wish I'd have been on there.
I
Damn.
know, me too. Me too. But all the shows I'm doing up until her funeral date, they're all dedicated to Aunt Joanne. So,
But they're all recorded, so I can go back and visit them and look at them, right?
yep.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay.
So, but yeah, he was actually there with us last week. We were just getting ready to start the smoke session when we found out.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
bro, literally, I'm sitting here picking some. I'm sitting here getting my song ready for the start of my show, and we found out. So
For sure. For sure.
That's how you both found out.
That's how I found out too.
Yep.
You got your suit?
not yet. I'm getting it next week.
I got my
I
suit.
already got mine.
I got mine too. I paid $354 for my suit.
Yeah.
I put mine together.
Put mine together too, but it ain't gonna be that much.
Nigga, shit. I gotta do something. I got some nice shoes. I got some Black Label red bottoms, and they're blue with blue rhinestones, and it's all the colors, the colors of the royal blue.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I got the royal blue. I got the
and,
blue.
and just to let you know, that's the only time you'll ever catch me in that.
That sound dope.
Hey! All you want is some motherfucking t-shirt and some motherfucking sweatpants, huh?
Hey, I was thinking white jeans and a blue t-shirt.
Oh shit! There you go.
I don't do blue.
Not me, man.
Oh yeah. You don't do blue. That's
I'm not
me. That's me.
walking in this bitch.
You don't do blue.
I rock all colors. I'm not a unit. I don't hate colors.
I'm rocking all colors too, bro.
What's
I'm
that for?
rocking colors this year. I'm rocking real bright colors this year.
Hold on, Squirrel has something to say too. What's that, Squirrel?
No, I was just saying, man. I rock. I'm just listening because me, you know, I like to get suited up and suited and booted, and yeah, I rock my blue. Damn it, my blue, baby.
I got to, bro.
Hey, man, I wish I had pictures of all my suits on here. I ain't got them no more because I don't fit them.
No, it's that belly. That belly. It's that belly.
No, I done grew up a little bit since the last time I wore a suit.
You just pass them down to one of the
We gonna call you DMX from now on because he made.
Hey, hold on. Let me put it this way, Squirrel. Bobby wore one of my suits 10 years ago. 14 or no, take that back. 14 years ago. He can't.
Yeah, I bet if you wear one of your suits now, it'll be like everybody would think he lost weight.
Oh no. If I tried to put that motherfucker on right now, I'd split that shit.
Yeah, I bet.
Hey, you splitting everything, nigga. You splitting everything. Look, nigga.
That motherfucker.
Hey, you're not only splitting the back of the suit, you splitting the pants. Hey, you might even split the motherfucking what's the thigh? The thighs and the what you call it, calves.
Hey, it was actually a Michael. It was actually a Michael Irvin outfit too.
Going on. He said,
"Fucking God."
Junior said that nigga was split stretch pants.
The reason he say that is because when I moved up here in 2004, I weighed 135 pounds.
He's a little youngster too.
Right now,
I did too.
Right now,
a little youngster too.
Right now, I'm at 210.
You do a goddamn lie. Your left ass weigh 210.
He got to be 240 at least. With that belly, he got to be 240 at least. He's got to have at least 30 pounds. He's got to at least have 30 pounds of beer on him.
Yeah. I'm with you, dude.
No, I'm sitting there at 210 right now.
No.
210 minus 40 minus 30 of the beer.
In your fucking dreams, you are.
No,
right.
For real.
Hey, that belly shows it all. Hey, stand up.
No, you ain't gonna do it right now.
I ain't gonna stand up. No, nigga, I ain't standing up, nigga. Fuck you. He said, fuck you.
Hey, but you know where this belly come from. I'm proud to have it.
Yeah. Hey, nigga, I drink just as much beer as you, nigga, and I ain't got no belly.
It's all right. I still got Body by Rob.
Body by Rob. Oh my God, you've been robbed.
Yeah, by our daddy.
Nigga, you've been robbed.
Yeah, by our daddy.
I know. Shit. Holy fuck. Hey, man, the beer robbed your ass of your fifth week.
You're going hard, man. You're going hard as hell.
I don't mean that. I love you, bro. I love you, bro. I love you.
Hey,
Hold up.
but you know what, though?
Hold up.
Man, it's
Hold
all.
up.
It ain't nothing.
You know, I'm enjoying the fuck out of it. I don't care. It's all love, though, but I'm enjoying it.
It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing but what my auntie Joanne used to tell me all the goddamn time. Every time she fucking started, boy, you got your dad's body.
Your dad's body, nigga. Hey, I had daddy's body. I just got rid of it.
See, that's
Hey, Squirrel, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to start setting up a segment, y'all, where when keeping it Rob goes wrong.
Hey, we're gonna make a motherfucking. Hey, we're gonna make a motherfucking a video session. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it too. Hey, look at Rob. Hey, Rob, how you doing? Hey, we're gonna do what's that called? What's that called? The live thing where they do like the Kardashians.
I ain't doing no shit like that. Fuck that.
We'll have the cameras on me at all times.
I'll be the narrator, y'all. I can even go white and everything. Meet Rob. Meet Rob.
Fuck that.
He's on the verge of having another beer. This makes 13.
Yeah, sure.
How the fuck y'all gonna try to roast me on my own show?
Oh shit, let me get one. Shit, fuck it.
Hey, it's Junior, man. That's Junior, man. He getting
That's Junior.
He
telling
I'm
you
not trying to roast you. That's Junior.
I love
I'm saying
he telling you ass something. I ain't gonna front.
I'm saying we should do a segment called when keeping it Rob goes wrong.
Oh my god. hey, you know what? When I start my podcast, I'm just gonna talk about everything. And we can we can talk about whatever comes up. Hey man, I'm gonna have so many people on my shit. Watch.
Okay.
Watch me. I know many people.
But hold up. I got a question. We got Rob, we got Bobby, and we got Junior. Is everybody's name Robert in this motherfucker except for me?
Yeah. We're all named Robert.
Bobby. I'm the only Bobby.
Here I come.
That's why I'm Boucher. I'm the only Bobby. That's why I'm Boucher. My mama said I can't have y'all's name.
Oh,
my mama said I can't have y'all's name.
Oh, but you do. You got my name. You got my name, boy, because I used to get my ass whooped in school because of you.
Yeah, because his name is Robert Timberlake.
Exactly.
Because we both did.
This nigga used to skip school and I get my ass whooped for it and I'd be in school.
This just in. That was a Justin Timberlake joke. My bad.
hey, but you know what though? I was gonna try because he bought a house in White Bear Lake. So I was gonna try to get him to come to a family barbecue one of these days.
Gotta come.
You at Timberlake, you in Minnesota, goddammit.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's not. He's a Boucher.
Oh no, I'm talking about Justin.
Oh,
Justin bought a house.
Okay, I thought you.
There's a suburb up here called White Bear Lake.
Boucher, baby.
There's a suburb up here called White Bear Lake, and Justin Timberlake bought a house on White Bear Lake.
Oh, okay. I gotta make a phone call. I'm about to go mute.
Okay. I'm gonna get back into some of this funk. I'm gonna play some Earth, Wind, and Fire real quick.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. Come on, man. Hey, mute me.
Little microphone. It's a little microphone in the corner, so. On the bottom right hand side should be a little microphone. It's not. I don't see microphone on there. No. I don't see it on yours either, sir. I don't see it on yours either. I don't see the microphone on yours. Yeah. Robbie has to be the one. I think
Oh, you go ahead and keep the music going for just a minute. I'm gonna play. No, I played that already, didn't I, cuz? I played that one already. Let me do this. Wanted to give Squirrel a second to get off the phone.
Missed most of that, man.
What's that?
Go.
I missed most of that right there, man, because I was on the phone. I had to turn it down because I was on speaker with my boo.
I like that. Was nice.
I actually just started that one.
It was cold?
Yeah, it's Miss Meth by Brooklyn Funk Essentials.
Oh, I love Brooklyn Funk Essentials. Brooklyn Funk Essentials is one of my favorite bands, man. I love them cats. Now, here's something about them you won't know. You couldn't tell from them. You have to see them live to know it. They don't have a drummer.
Don't worry. Yeah. Oh, what did they make? A beat? They had a beat maker?
No, one of the guys, it has some kind of, I don't know what contraption he has, but it's a foot pedal. It's a key. He plays the keyboards, and he has a foot pedal that he plays the drums from. It's foot pedals that he plays the drums from. It's out cold. It's like nothing I've ever seen. Man, I love that damn band.
Is it only like bass drum or?
No, he be kicking the drums from them damn foot pedals, man. I don't know how he do it.
It's the whole drumstick.
I don't know how he does it, man, but that's a badass band. I love them, man. That's one of my favorite bands, dog.
Sure.
I got all they shit. I have all of they shit.
What's the name of that band? What's the name of that band?
Brooklyn Funk Essentials.
Brooklyn Funk Essentials. Okay.
Man, I'm telling you, they out cold.
All right, check them out.
Yeah, they cold.
I love music.
They out. They cold.
What's up, Boucher?
Hey, Big Ed, I got one for you, man. I got one for you. This been queued up since you played Prince. Here's one that slipped under the radar. I should put this on Hidden Jewels. I'm going to put this on my Hidden Jewels queue because this is a hidden jewel. But this is my two favorite artists of all time. Finally have to make a song. Who's making all the noise? Who got the background?
Oh, it's probably my back. It's probably my reverb for my background because the TV's on. I'm in the room with the TV.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Okay, so this is my two favorite artists. They finally did a collab. You know who my two favorite artists is by now, right, Big Ed? Who are they?
George Clinton and Bootsy.
No,
No, close. George Clinton and who? My favorite artist of all times, George Clinton and who?
Prince.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'd rarely be in anybody's crowd.
And lay your car overflow. I'm just positive and no personal.
I could tell you stories till you get tired. I could play with your mind. But you'd probably say that I was a liar. So I won't waste your time. I'm scared. 'Cause then we just met. There's this energy between us. Let's just go somewhere we can funk. I'm just an positive for the funk.
I'd rather be in anybody's car. And lay your car overflow. I'm just wicked and no personal.
That was the only time they collabed. George Clinton and Prince. Well, only time they collabed on a record.
Right.
And that was from that one of his movies. He did a movie with Kevin Campbell did a song on that album. What was that damn movie? I forgot. It was kind of whack.
Under the Cherry Moon.
I don't.
No, it was
No,
it was a black movie.
I've
Under
If it
some
wasn't
kind of
under
bridge,
the-
graffiti bridge.
Graffiti Bridge. I was gonna say either Graffiti
Yeah,
Bridge
yeah,
or
Graffiti
Bridge.
Bridge.
Graffiti Bridge. Yeah. That's what it was.
Bridge.
Oh yeah, that
Now-
was
now-
that was the track.
Now
Both
check
of them
this
were
out.
floppers.
Now check this out. I used to work for a chiropractor for like 3 years, and I used to pick this lady up, and she smelled the smoke in my car and asked me, "Can I smoke this?" And I said, "Oh, sure." And she says, "Do you know where I can get some of this?" And I was like, "Oh, sure, I'm the man." And so, she used to call me for a zip every week. She would call me for a zip. And one week, she was like, "Baby," she was like, "I got a surprise for you. Come on over. Bring the same thing." So I brought it on over, and I called her when I got outside like usual, and she was like, come up to the door and press the button. So I pressed the button. She told me to come on upstairs. I went on upstairs. She opened the door, and lo and behold, George Clinton in Parliament was in her house, and I sold them the weed, and they smoked it all with me.
Dope story, man. Awesome fucking story right there.
Yes.
Holy.
Yes. I had a bomb ass time with George and all of them. I don't even remember all the rest of it in there. I just came in there to sell it and just had a good time. And
I probably know all of them. I probably know.
Man, I had a
probably know
bomb
half of them.
fucking time, bro.
Oh shit, that's a bomb ass story right there. Wow.
That was one of the best times I've had in my life, bro.
Hell of a fucking
And,
story.
And one time I went into First Avenue, downtown Minneapolis. I went into First Avenue to look for my boy. Me and my boy, we were supposed to meet down there. Me and my boy Sam, and I went down there. Now back then in the '90s, they had a 21 and upside, and they had a 18, and upside.